Welcome back to BikeBeat. Today we're talking about something that stirred up a lot of excitement among dirt riders everywhere: the return of a legend, the 2026 Honda XR600R. For years, riders have begged Honda to bring back a big thumper enduro that carries the raw simplicity of the old XR line but built with modern technology. It looks like Honda finally listened, and the result is one of the most anticipated off-road bikes in recent memory. The original XR600R earned its reputation through sheer toughness. It was the bike that could take a beating in the desert, hammer through mud, or cross mountain trails without complaint. It wasn't fancy, it just worked. The new 2026 model keeps that same philosophy but updates every piece of hardware to meet today's standards. This is not just a nostalgic reissue, it's a ground-up redesign meant for real off-road use. At the heart of the new XR600R is a 600-class single-cylinder four-stroke engine. It's now liquid-cooled, fuel-injected, and tuned for a wide, usable torque curve. Honda claims the engine produces roughly 55 horsepower with about 50 pound-feet of torque, but the numbers only tell half the story. The power delivery is beautifully linear, plenty of grunt down low, smooth pull through the mid-range, and enough top end to stretch its legs on open desert straights. It's that trademark big thumper feel. You twist the throttle and the rear tire digs in instantly. Fuel injection replaces the old carburetor setup, meaning no more fiddling with jets at altitude or cold start frustration. The bike fires up easily, runs cleanly, and stays consistent whether you're at sea level or halfway up a mountain trail. The 6-speed gearbox has wide ratios, letting you crawl over rocks in first and still cruise comfortably at speed in top gear. The clutch feel is light but positive, and gear shifts click into place with that satisfying Honda precision. The chassis has been completely modernized. Honda went with a semi-double cradle frame built from high-tensile steel with aluminum subsections to balance strength and lightness. The suspension is fully adjustable front and rear, with an inverted 47mm fork and a ProLink rear shock. The result is more stability, better damping control, and improved feedback compared to the old XR's conventional setup. Ground clearance sits just over 310mm, so you can tackle serious off-road obstacles without worry. On the scales, the new XR600R weighs about 145 kilograms dry. That's surprisingly light for a big-bore four-stroke with full off-road suspension travel and a proper fuel injection system. The center of gravity feels low, and once you're standing on the pegs, the bike balances beautifully, nimble in tight corners, solid at speed. The design pays homage to the XR's roots but brings it into the future. You get the classic Honda red and white color scheme, a narrow tank, and high fenders that scream trail weapon. The bodywork is slim, letting you move around easily while standing. There's a compact LED headlight up front, LED tail and indicators, and a lightweight digital display that shows speed, gear, trip, and fuel range. Even the foot pegs and controls are trail-focused, wide serrated pegs, textured grips, and a flat seat that makes shifting your weight forward and back effortless. On the trail, the XR600R is everything you expect from a big Honda single. Crack the throttle and you get instant torque, enough to pull you through deep sand or up steep climbs without drama. The throttle mapping is smooth, and you can modulate power perfectly with just your right wrist. It's powerful but predictable, which is exactly what you want when the terrain gets sketchy. In tight technical sections, the bike's light chassis and responsive steering make it surprisingly manageable. Then, when you open it up on a fast-fire road, it tracks aero straight and soaks up the bumps like a pro. Suspension performance is one of the highlights. The forks and shock feel plush on small chatter but stay firm on big hits. You can hammer through whoops, jump logs, or land off drop-offs, and it stays composed. The brakes are strong but progressive, with a large front disc and a wave-style rear rotor. Honda offers optional switchable ABS in some markets, though hardcore riders may prefer the non-ABS setup for maximum trail control. One thing Honda worked hard on is vibration control. The old XR thumpers had a reputation for shaking a bit, but this new engine uses an advanced balancer system. It still feels alive, that satisfying single-cylinder pulse is there, but it's not tiring on longer rides. Combine that with a comfortable, flatter seat and better bar position, and you've got a bike you can ride for hours. The fuel tank holds 12 liters, which should give a practical range of around 220 kilometers, and there's an optional 18-liter tank for adventure riders who want more distance between fuel stops. Every part of the XR600R has been built to handle abuse. The frame welds are clean and overbuilt. The skid plate is thick aluminum, protecting the engine from rocks and debris. Air filter access is simple, and routine maintenance points like the oil filter and drain are easy to reach. Honda clearly designed this for riders who maintain their bikes in the garage or on the trail, not just in a dealership bay. The way the XR600R rides is what really sells it. It gives you that feeling of confidence that whatever you point it at, it'll handle. Loose gravel, rocky climbs, deep sand, it just grips and goes. There's a strong mechanical connection between you and the terrain that a lot of modern bikes have lost. The feedback through the pegs and bars lets you feel exactly what the tires are doing. You can ride it hard and it rewards you with stability and traction, not surprises. The price point is another key factor. Honda has priced the XR600R competitively at around $11,500. It's positioned below European enduro giants like the KTM 690 Enduro R but offers similar capability with Honda reliability and a lower cost of ownership. In markets like Pakistan, the expected on-road price lands near 4.8 to 5 million PKR depending on import costs. For what it delivers, serious performance, quality suspension, and proven engineering, it's a fair deal. What makes the XR600R stand out is its honesty. It's not overloaded with electronics or complicated modes. You won't find radar cruise control or endless touchscreen menus here. What you get is a pure off-road motorcycle, powerful, durable, and refreshingly mechanical. It's built for people who ride hard, maintain their own bikes, and want something that feels alive under them. It's the kind of machine you bond with over years of rides, scars, and memories. That said, it's not for everyone. The tall seat and weight mean smaller riders may find it intimidating at first. It's also not the best choice if your riding is mostly pavement or city commuting. The XR600R is happiest where the tarmac ends. But for those who love dirt, sand, and open terrain, it's an absolute dream. It's versatile enough for weekend trails, long desert runs, or even lightweight adventure travel with the right setup. At its core, the 2026 Honda XR600R brings back something that's been missing from the modern lineup, a no-nonsense big single that focuses purely on riding. It's a tool built for exploration, for pushing limits, and for reminding us why we fell in love with motorcycles in the first place. It has soul, power, and character, and it's unmistakably Honda. So if you've been waiting for a true successor to the old XR spirit, this is it. The 2026 Honda XR600R looks ready to carve its name into modern off-road history just like its ancestor did decades ago. It's powerful, dependable, and designed to go anywhere you're brave enough to take it. That's our take on the 2026 Honda XR600R here on BikeBeat. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because as soon as this machine hits our test track, we'll bring you a full ride review with real-world impressions. Until then, ride hard, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one.